What is up, friends? Welcome back to another movie reaction today with a very recent film, one that came out earlier this year called The Black Phone, starring Ethan Hawke, who is definitely one of my favorite actors. He seems to always be consistent in every movie that I've seen him in, and happens to be in one of my favorite all-time horror movies with Sinister, and so I'm really hoping he does a great job in this one as well, and that it can be a great film. I don't really know too much about it though. It really only came on my radar because I saw it at the top of like the Letterboxd popular this week thing for quite a while, and so that can either mean that it's really good or really bad, and so I'm hoping it's the former of those and that I can really enjoy watching it. But hopefully you enjoy watching along with me for it. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, helps the video out, and of course full-length reaction will be available on Patreon, link for that in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into The Black Phone. Oh, man's got that look in his eye, you know there's about to be a strike. That was clean, right down the middle. Dude's about to be called up to the pros with pitches like that. Oh, what a hit. That's definitely a homer for sure. First two pitches were so good, that's unfortunate. Oh no, he missed his chance. She's not interested in him anymore. I assume eventually we're gonna jump forward, right? This doesn't all take place in 1978? Oh, we're following him now? I thought Finney, the other kid, was gonna be the main kid. I remember one of the highlights of my younger days was hitting a home run in Little League Baseball. Nothing better when you're that age. What kind of opening was that, man? Very unexpected cut. I was wondering if it was going to be Scott Derrickson because he directed Sinister, which starred Ethan Hawke, and Ethan Hawke isn't in too many horror movies, so if anyone could bring him back to the genre, it'd be him. Now I'm extra excited. Oh man, some kind of creepy imagery or unsettling imagery. And Mark Corvin did the music? Man, what a team right there. If anyone isn't familiar with him, he did the soundtrack for The Witch, The Lighthouse as well.
You think you can slip that a little louder? I don't think they can hear you up in Boulder.
Oh jeez, I am unsettled by this guy already. I thought it was going to be Ethan Hawke all dressed up for a second.
Sorry, Daddy. I don't know.
They seem to have a good dynamic.
What?
The flyer. Mr. Yamada's putting them up again. You don't think they're gonna find them, do you?
Not how they want to. Come on, let's go. We're gonna be late.
Man, always messed up when kids are getting taken like that.
I will pound you like a nail, you scrawny little beaner.
Then do it, unless you're scared.
Oh. Whoa, what a kick. Dude's handling himself. This other fool's all talk. Still letting him have it. My goodness, he's never gonna talk like that to anybody again.
What the hell? That was Moose.
I don't care.
But last year when he made your nose bleed, he had it coming.
No one has that coming.
Finney, he beat
I
you
know,
up.
Gwen. I was there, remember?
Nice little bit of history right there. Seems like that moment had been building for a while.
Even the papers call him the grabber.
Just wish you wouldn't say his name.
You don't actually believe that story, do you? He doesn't really take kids that say it.
I know that.
Then say it.
No.
Are you chicken?
I know.
Oh, that's gotta be the same van, right? It looks exactly the same from the intro. But I feel like maybe we will jump forward because this kid almost looks like a young Ethan Hawke.
As the Earth separated into layers, it began to cool slowly, but the interior was still very hot.
Some other interior's very hot right now. We got caught red-handed.
Hey, Finney.
Man, why is this kid getting picked on so much? Oh man, this definitely tells me this has happened a lot if he's doing this like a routine.
What you doing in our bathroom? Huh? See the sign?
Oh, is he gonna save the day here again? You do not want to mess with him for sure.
Moose got some damn sharp teeth. Knuckles bled all first period. Wait. F with Finn again. I with you.
Yo, what a legend. Told him off. Those kids were shaking.
You're gonna have to stand up for yourself one of these days.
I know.
I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre Friday night. You seen it?
That movie's rated R. My dad would never take me to see that.
Oh, you gotta go see it. An absolute classic. I can't even imagine seeing that then, though, because even now it's still so intense.
Is it true you're friends with Amy Yamada?
We have homeroom together. Is she okay?
What did you say to Amy about her brother Bruce?
That I had a dream about him. He was taken, that's all.
By a man with black balloons in a van.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that's creepy. Seems like a more undercover Pennywise.
We found 2 black balloons at the scene, Gwen. We also found 1 black balloon at the scene of Griffin Staggs' abduction.
And we never released those details.
Where did you hear about the balloons?
Whoa, man. She has a gift if she's seeing the future like that or seeing things like that.
Either there's a leak in the department or...
Or what? I'm the grabber?
No.
You think I kidnapped Vance Hopper last spring? Is that it? I've seen him fight. And trust me, he could kick the out of either of you. Yeah, I took him down because obviously I'm the grabber, you dumb fart knockers.
Gwendolyn Blake!
Oh my gosh. Gwen just tells it like it is. I can't believe it.
What was that?
They better stay away from him if they know what's good for him.
I'll be home in the morning. And you better not eat all the ice cream.
Don't tell me that she goes missing next. I like how slowly they're building this up so far because besides the van driving by twice, hasn't really been anything that creepy. Oh my gosh, that is so messed up. Such a terrible dad.
Nothing! What? Nothing! Hit me again and I'm dropping it!
You drop that and I will beat you. What is this hard?
Oh man, it's just constant torture. Was definitely getting that feeling from the dad earlier.
You are not your mother!
I know.
That means you do not hear things, you do not see things that are not there!
Okay!
They're not there, Gwenny!
That's a very interesting bit of information that her mom experienced the same stuff. It's a good young actress, though. She's played a lot of emotions very well so far. I think the grabber needs to visit this guy and take him, but based off what we've heard, it seems like he just sticks to kids, unfortunately. What the heck? That thing looks creepy. I love the music, too. We really cut after that, or it changes to the next scene? Looked like he was walking up there like he knew something, though.
Do you know a kid named Robin
Ariana?
Yeah, that's...
He's a friend from school. Why?
Dang it, he got taken as well. And that's great setup because we saw how tough that kid is. If the grabber can take him, then nobody's safe.
Can you do that dream thing?
It doesn't work that way.
You tried?
Of course I have.
And try again.
And if anybody can find out what's going on right now, it's probably her. She can see things before other people.
My brother, he needs his friend. I know you can't just let him go because you don't interfere or whatever.
Nice, I like this. Shout out Gwen for trying.
No playing after the lights out. Go to sleep. I love you.
You sure about that, Dad? I'm not convinced after the displays we've seen. Wouldn't surprise me if the dad ends up being the grabber. I don't think he's that evil, though.
We're sorry, Mr. Blake. Your daughter hasn't done anything.
But is there any way we can speak with her?
Oh man, I like what they're doing with just the music, only no dialogue. I think they might actually be trying to use her for help now. Oh man, that music is so good. But that sucks that they can't be stopped now with the other kid gone. Never mind, dude. Absolutely clocked him. What a hit. Yo, she cut him up good. He might actually have some brain damage or something. These kids are brutal. Man, now every time I hear a car... Oh, don't tell me he's gonna get taken.
Oh! Goof. Well, isn't that just peachy keen?
You need some help?
You see that?
Yeah.
Would you hand me my hat?
What, dude? Is Ethan Hawke actually the villain in this? That's unexpected.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Yeah. Are those black balloons in there?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, what the heck? It all happened so fast. Man, should have known not to get close. And I really thought Gwen was gonna be taken first. Bro, what? That mask is terrifying. I hate it. Ethan Hawke is just as good as a villain as he is a protagonist.
But I'm not gonna hurt you anymore. And you did a number on my arm. But I'm not gonna hold it against you. Now we're even.
Dude is so creepy, man. 2022 is Ethan Hawke's evil arc with this and Moon Knight.
I'm gonna go get you a soda. And then... Is that the phone? You hear a phone ringing? I'm gonna go see who it is.
Man's delivery is excellent, but is his phone going to be the black phone that the title's about? Man, it's just like a messed up prison cell. I don't know how in the world you break out of this. Oh, so it's in his room. Finally see the black phone. I assume it only is for incoming calls.
Gwenny, your dad's on the phone.
Hi, Daddy. No, I haven't. Not since school.
Dang, man, that's tough. Now it's hitting too close to home. Oh, what the heck, dude? That was a very interesting shot. Don't know if I've ever seen one like that. Looked like she was running in place. Now she really needs to have one of her dreams. Was it the phone in his room ringing or the phone in their house? Couldn't quite tell with the way they edited that. Maybe it's both.
It doesn't work. Not since I was a kid. Hang it up.
Man, what great lighting in that shot. What does he mean by that? Was he kidnapped as well?
Did someone say something? Are the police coming? If you let me go before they get here, I promise I won't tell.
It's not the police.
Oh man, I love the way they're shooting this scene with him so far away. Makes him seem even more mysterious.
You're the one who killed the others.
That wasn't me. That was someone else.
What? There's no way there's competing kidnappers. I don't trust anything he says.
If you try to touch me, I'll scratch your face. And whoever's coming will see and ask why.
This face? Hang up the phone now.
Oh, I love his acting. He's killing it. But that's even worse. He can like mix up the expressions on that mask.
I was down here once when it rang. It went off. I was right next to it. I picked it up without thinking to see if anyone was there.
Was there?
No.
Eventually, I feel like someone's going to be on the other end of that, but pretty hopeless situation. I love the way that that conversation had like no music over it though, made it seem even more ominous.
If anyone could have broke that window, they already would have done it. Robin would have done it. You're not getting out of here.
Come on, don't lose hope yet. Oh gosh, right when he says that. Perfect timing.
Hello? Hello?
Man, that really is pretty frightening. I'm certain that's not the last time it's gonna ring.
Stop it.
Stop what?
Oh man, that kind of startled me a bit.
I can't bring you anything to eat. You'll have to wait.
Is there someone upstairs who will see you bring me food? If you weren't gonna feed me, why'd you even come down here?
Just to look at you.
What a monster, dude. That's such a messed up thing to say. I like that his mask changes pretty much every time.
Hello?
Well, if something eventually does happen, I like that so far nothing has, and it's been several times. Yo, what? Right as I said that, creepy voice. I'm not sure I'd answer it again after that.
Don't hang up.
Who is this?
That's the other kid, right? I recognize his voice.
My name.
At least I think it's Robin.
How do you know my name?
We met once. Your arm is mint. You almost had me.
What the heck? It's that kid. Never mind. How does he remember Finney, though, and not his own name?
Your arm is mint. You almost had me. Finney?
Yeah?
There's a dirt section of the floor in the hallway where the tile is loose. Dig down underneath the foundation. I tried, but there wasn't time for me to dig up and out the other side.
The way he's talking makes me think he's already dead. I love the little detail, though, that he kept repeating the same phrases over and over. I'm assuming this is footage of young Bruce right here. Tough to see, but I think it's definitely something supernatural going on, because how else would Bruce have seen Finney in there and known it was him? Oh, were we seeing what she was dreaming about? Why, in that shot was Finney trapped in a house? I don't know, man. You would have to dig so far down and have to cover it up somehow. I feel like the grabber would notice. He's a pretty smart kid, though, putting all that together. Gonna have to pull a Shawshank if he wants to eventually leave.
I made you some breakfast.
What did you put in that?
Salt and pepper.
Oh man, he is making the perfect villain. Such a disturbing playfulness about him. Did he just leave that unlocked? I feel like he might be testing him. Oh man, he should have stayed focused on getting out of there. That might have been a rare opportunity.
Don't go upstairs.
Why not?
It's a trap.
Are you Bruce?
Who's Bruce?
What the heck? Definitely is something supernatural then.
Who are you?
I don't remember.
Kind of cool what they're doing with the audio, but that startled me. A Scott Derrickson classic, though, of spooky kids showing up.
What is he doing?
He's waiting on the other side with that f***ing belt. He didn't say you can leave. So if you try, he'll punish you. He'll beat you with that belt until you pass out.
Sounds a little bit similar to what was happening with his dad. Very interesting. So my guess was right before that these are just dead kids that are communicating with him. Oh, come on. Finney just throwing out the advice immediately. Like he's gonna regret this. Yo, what a terrifying shot right there. Dude is waiting. And maybe that's why Gwen saw a house. Looks regular up here.
See the wall in front of you? See the wall is separated from the floor?
Yeah.
I tore a long cable loose from down there. I kept it hidden.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Nice. The spookiest game of spin the bottle ever. All the past kids coming together to help him out. There's Billy. She's seeing lots of kids. I like the way they film her dream sequence. It feels very much like the style of the tapes in Sinister. Oh man, pretty good stuff. I like his laugh. Not your average clown, but he has all the same qualities of one. She saw the house in a lot more detail and the streets, so hopefully that'll be enough to find it. Pretty resourceful here. It's a good thing the grabber left some things down there. You wouldn't think they'd work together for an escape, these items, but he's making it happen. Ooh, pretty nasty fall, but he got that off, so it's got to be easier to get out. I was worried the grabber was going to come in.
Your mother, she was a special soul, and she was smart, just like you. She saw things, and she heard things, and she just became so convinced that her dreams meant something, and eventually they told her to do things until she took her own life.
Oh, yikes, that took a rough turn, not what I was expecting. No wonder he's been so against Gwen's dreams.
But what if it could help me find Finney?
I mean, gotta try, right? Hey, he's driving her, so maybe they'll actually be able to find it. If they do end up at the house, maybe we'll have a belt smackdown between the dad and the grabber. Oh, is this gonna be Billy's parent? Because I hear a dog.
Sir, we're canvassing your neighborhood, talking to residents, and we're wondering, have you seen this boy?
Yes, love this guy. Another Sinister alum right here for Scott Derrickson, Detective So-and-so.
He has to be able to grab these kids and get them back to his place very quickly, which means he's got a house with a garage.
I love it. He's got him playing almost the exact same character, just a little bit more eccentric.
So I've been reading about this case a lot, and I'm in between jobs right now, and you guys could really use my help on this.
You keep working at this, but if you see any of these boys, give us a call.
And, I want to tidy up before your brother gets home.
Oh, don't disrespect this dude. I feel like he could help out. He seems like he's worked a lot on it. Oh shoot, I'm hoping that was just a clever transition and he's not actually above. Well, I mean, the way the stairs work and everything like that, he legitimately could be above the cell down here and just not realize it.
Tell me your name.
Why do you care?
I usually don't. I find out eventually in the paper. They always print a nice big photo with all the details I could ever want.
Love the lighting of him. I also like how sparingly he's been used so far. Makes him more mysterious.
Well, tell me your name.
Taylor. Taylor Mullen.
Oh no, I feel like that could come back to bite him. It could immediately come back to bite him. I think he already knew and was testing him.
I was really starting to like you, Finney. I almost let you go.
Oh gosh, that's messed up. I don't think he would have really let him go. I think he's just trying to make him feel bad. Dude looks so terrifying in that light, just chilling. Thankfully, Finney hasn't given him. Oh gosh, man. Made me stop. Could be a chance for Finney to leave, though, if he passes out. There's water dripping from somewhere. Maybe that can help him out. Find a pipe or something? Man, that is so freaky. I had a feeling it was going to end up being blood. The lighting was too ominous. Thank goodness these are helpful ghosts, not evil ones.
Hello?
You don't have much time. The grabber hasn't been sleeping. He thinks this might be it, that he's gonna figure it out.
Who's gonna figure it out?
His brother upstairs.
Oh, fascinating, because the other eccentric dude was saying he was staying at his brother's place. Didn't expect that to be the twist, that his brother was the grabber.
Why hasn't he killed me?
He won't play the game. You have to play the game. If you don't play, he can't win.
What game?
Naughty Boy. If you don't play Naughty Boy, the grabber can't beat you.
Well, I already hate that game based off the name of it.
He passed out, waiting for you to play.
What good does that do me? The door's still unlocked.
The door is still unlocked.
No way it's that easy, though. I feel like there's gotta be a catch.
What's the combination?
I don't remember. I remember being afraid I'd forget it. That's why I wrote it down. I carved it with a bottle cap in the wall.
Which wall?
The one on the right.
Dang, these kids are super helpful, man. Got everything he needs. Gotta be careful talking with the door open, though. Not soundproof anymore.
23317?
If you say so.
What is it? 23317 or 23317 or 23317?
Oh, I didn't even think about the possibility that it could be different combinations. Guaranteed it doesn't work on the first one he tries. Bro, this is gonna be so stressful having to try and unlock it right next to him. Let's hope he's a deep sleeper. Is that the same stuff that was being shown before? How the heck is this other dude not found out yet if he's literally right next to the grabber? Maybe the brother is intentionally inviting detectives over and looking like he's trying to solve it just as a cover. I love the way they're shooting this. It has to work this time. Otherwise, he's screwed. Oh, whoa. He actually made it out. I can't believe it. Better run faster than he ever has. Oh, dude. The music's so good right now. Just gotta knock on the nearest house or something.
You say one word, and I will gut you like a pig.
Oh, are you kidding me? He was so close. I feel like maybe a better move would have been to immediately hide in some bushes or something.
Nighty-night, naughty boy.
Gosh dang it. Well, now he's gonna change the locks so he can't escape again.
Samson was barking at something. It's nothing. Go back to bed, Max.
What? Maybe Max is just literally the most clueless person on the planet. Can't believe it is literally right under his nose.
What? You gonna say something? Do you even know who you are?
What the kind of question is that? Do you even know who you are? Trust me, Finney Blake. If you knew what you had coming, you'd be f***ing terrified. Today's the day, mother.
What kind of cut, man? That was unexpected. A great song, though, for sure. This is giving me mad Stranger Things vibes with that hair and everything. What are we gonna learn in this flashback?
Oh my god!
This town just has constant fights with these kids. Somebody new getting beat up every day. Oh, okay, he's just carving something. I thought he was gonna just slice his whole arm open. That is pretty sketchy, though. Curious what he carved into him, though, right? It was numbers 7741. Wait a second, I'm trying to remember back to her dream. Is that the address of the house?
Do you even know who you are?
I'm Finney Blake.
Yeah, well, nice to meet you, Finney Blake. Right here. This is it.
What the heck? How is this connecting like that? Maybe it's just all trippy because it's in her dream. I was right, it was the address. There's gotta be enough to find it now, right?
On the other side of that wall, there's a storage room. Can't get into that room because there's a freezer in the way. Break into the wall about 2 feet above the outlet till you get to a panel with screws in it. Get the panel off, you're into the freezer.
Okay, maybe there is one final play.
This isn't about you!
Oh gosh, man. The fun just doesn't stop for Finney. So if this is the grabber's house, I'm curious why that kid was brought back to it after he got arrested, or picked up by the cops at least. Man, he is smart. I don't know if I would have figured something out like that quick. Dang, don't tell me he got this far again and still can't get out. Nothing more to do at that point. Come on, answer the phone. There's got to be at least one last tip for him, but maybe it will just all be up to Gwen to save him.
Hey, Finn. What's happening?
Robin?
Hey, buddy. Don't cry.
I'm not.
It's about time we finally hear from Robin. Hopefully he can protect him one more time.
A man never leaves a friend behind.
Robin.
You remember what I told you?
Someday I have to stand up for myself.
Someday is today, Finn. You've always been a fighter, Finn. You were always afraid to throw a punch, but you always knew how to take one. And you always got back up.
I mean, I appreciate the confidence he's showing in him, but there's no way he can take a 1v1 fight.
You're gonna use a weapon.
What weapon?
The one in your hand.
The phone?
Fill the receiver with dirt. Give it some heft. You raise the phone. Take a fast step back. Step forward, step back, and swing.
No way this is gonna work. If he just knocks him out with one punch or something like that, that'd be kind of ridiculous.
You raise the phone. Take a fast step back. Step forward, step back, and swing.
I feel like I'm watching a Rocky training sequence right now. Interested why he has to step back twice. Is it just to fake him out once?
This was the last call, Finn. Saw you from here on out.
The black phone is coming in handy in multiple ways, it seems. I feel like even after all that, it's not gonna work though. I feel like this is kind of reverse Home Alone, the way he's creating all these contraptions and whatnot. What the? Why are they just appearing to her like that? It's gotta be right outside the house, right? Oh shoot, man, she finally found it. And luckily it's not too late yet. Don't tell me he's somehow gonna figure it out at the exact same time. I don't know how he's never accidentally wandered down there. Oh gosh, man, I have a feeling about what's about to happen. Don't tell me that Finney's gonna knock him out instead, because I don't think he's actually bad in helping out. I think he's just clueless.
No way.
Oh, thank goodness he talked, because I was worried Finney wouldn't realize he's not the grabber.
Hey, you want to know the story about how I found you, man? Hey, no, don't worry about it. We can talk about this.
What? Okay, I didn't really see that coming. That was surprising. What a way for that dude to die.
The tree, the door, the address, the gate, every detail.
Oh, wow, I'm impressed. I feel like in almost every movie or show, the cops never believe people like that.
You made me kill my brother.
It wasn't me.
He was an idiot.
I mean, he's right there. He was literally on top of all the crimes.
Now I'm gonna have to put you with the others. Looks like you'll find those naughty boys after all.
Oh my gosh, man, please don't tell me they end up being too late and getting a bit dicey.
I'm gonna take my time. I want this to really hurt. Samson!
Whoa, man, that is a brutal looking dog. No way he makes the dog eat him or just attack him.
Clear.
Wait, what? It's the wrong house, dude. Are you kidding me? Unless somehow it's the one with the freezer in the basement.
It's empty. It's the wrong house.
Good work dodging the first one. Oh man, that was rough. I did not know he planned that. Maybe he actually will be able to stop him then. Wait, what? Maybe that mask is something more to him if he's acting like that. Unless he just doesn't want his identity out there. Okay, Finney, he's actually doing a decent job right now.
It's for you.
Welcome to the nightmare end of your pathetic little life. Today's the day, mother.
I can't kill you, you could. So Finn is gonna do it for me.
All the kids hyping him up right now. Did he just snap his neck right there? I really didn't think it was possible for him to take him out.
Wait! We've got a basement.
Okay, I think it is going to be the spot with the freezer. I mean, even if they didn't go down there and find Finney, he'd still be able to get out now, I think.
It's the missing kids. This is where he buries them.
I think he kills them someplace else.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. At least they still were able to find something. Man, home free. Gotta feel so good. I imagine he was down there for a decent amount of time. What? Are you telling me he really didn't change the lock or at least the combination? Dude isn't a very smart criminal, I have to say. Nice, finally reunited. That's crazy, it's just across the street. Quite epic music for the scene. Glad they both survived though. Wild that out of everybody that got kidnapped, Finney was the one who actually was able to defeat him. Oh, now the dad's acting all lovey-dovey. Feel like even though Finney's back now, he's probably still gonna beat him once in a while. Or who knows, maybe that'll finally be the thing to make him change. That is insane that he was still able to get 5 kids, with Finney being the 6th, and never be found until then. And they literally wouldn't have even found the house if it wasn't for Gwen having supernatural ability. So these cops low-key suck. Is he going to be the most popular kid in school now? The legends about him are going to carry him far.
Hi, Finney. I'm Finn.
Is that the point they chose to end it? Very interesting. I guess that's all you need to do to grow up is drop the EY. Very interesting movie for sure. Not as spooky as I thought it was going to be. We had a couple jump scares, but even those weren't necessarily super startling. And outside of those, it was kind of just a bit of creepy atmosphere. I did like Ethan Hawke though as a villain. He always does a good job. And it was fun to see a couple of cast members from Sinister join together again for this movie. And I did enjoy it, I think, for the most part, but I saw at the beginning that it was based off a short story, I think it said. I can see it definitely working a whole lot better as a short story because there was a lot of stuff in this that I felt was extended a little bit too long. It felt like even though we were progressing in the story, we weren't really developing too much. I think for one, Gwen was a way more interesting character than Finney. Not that there's anything wrong with him, but I think think the actress that played her, as well as all the story around her, was way more interesting. So I think I much rather would have wanted the story to be focused on her maybe instead, because Finney just felt like there wasn't much to him, almost like he was just a vehicle for the plot. And then, as I mentioned kind of at the end, I don't think the grabber, for as much success as he had kidnapping and killing kids, was that convincing of a smart villain, because it feels like all the success that Finney had nothing to do with Finney being good at necessarily anything in particular. It was more just that the grabber was not very smart, because he left so many items in the basement that Finney could use to his advantage. He obviously fell asleep and almost lost Finney at one point. And then characters like the brother just had to be almost the stupidest person on the planet in order to not figure out his brother's secret. And so I feel like it was just very convenient that so many things in the movie worked out the way they did. I did find it interesting that pretty much every avenue they talked about led to absolutely nothing in helping Finney, so it was almost just to pad the runtime. The only thing that really helped out was the phone, but even then it was more just Finney trapping him in the hole that ended up helping out. So I guess the whole part kind of came back into play, so that was the one thing that helped out, but definitely not Scott Derrickson's best horror movie that I've seen, because Sinister, for me, very difficult to top on the story side of things, but also in just the pure creepiness aspect of it, which I think this one was somewhat lacking in both. But anytime I get to see Ethan Hawke act a bit crazy, it's still entertaining for that aspect, and so I appreciated his acting in this. Interested to see what other people feel about it though, because obviously I mentioned the reason it was on my radar was because it was one of the top films on the Letterboxd popular this week, and so I feel like there should be a lot of thoughts out there, so interested to see, but also what everybody else who watched along thought as well. So there we have it, The Black Phone, a movie that I think had some decent potential with the story, but ultimately for me never fully realized any of that potential, where I feel like a lot of the things in the movie were just done for the purpose of trying to be a little creepy or spooky without those things really having a strong purpose in the story. Things like the black balloons and the mask that the villain character of the grabber had, which never really played too much of a role, especially the balloons. I feel like that was literally only there just to have some spooky Pennywise type imagery come up every now and again. Although this guy wasn't a clown, so it doesn't really fit quite as well with the character, and I'm not really sure why that was touched on so many times as being a part of his character and whatnot. And then the mask, while it did look really cool, especially the way it would change pretty much every time that we saw the character, whether it was just a different bottom half to the mask or he only wore part of it. But maybe it's just like what I was mentioning there when he was getting attacked and Finney took the mask off, that it was more just to protect his identity, so Finney or any of the other kids couldn't identify him, but didn't really play as much of a role as I thought. But I don't think it really added too much to his character other than it making him look more mysterious at the beginning or early on. But if you take a similar movie like 10 Cloverfield Lane, which involves getting trapped in a basement and kidnapped and whatnot, Howard Stambler didn't need any sort of mask, and I thought in that movie he was 10 times more terrifying than the grabber in this one. And so I'm not exactly sure what they were going for with his design and everything like that. And so while there were some pretty good moments here and there, overall I don't know if this movie is going to be very memorable for me or one that I would ever consider revisiting, but hopefully nonetheless you still enjoyed watching along with me for it, and looking forward to hearing your thoughts on it. And if you did like the video, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, help us out a lot, and the channel. And of course, full-length reaction is available on Patreon if you're interested. Link for that in the description below. But until the next movie, look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.